my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eva, and today we are going to be looking at my journal collection. I'm going to share with you guys my numerous journals. Some people think I have way too many journals. They're probably right. I love having a different journal for different parts of my life, and as you can see, my list, well, not my list, but my pile is kind of big. So we're going to be talking about what journal I use for what and what kinds of journals I like to look for when I'm going shopping, and how I use them. You know, like, do I use them every day? Do I use them weekly? So before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can see whenever I post, and like this video if you want to see more videos like this. This video is not sponsored, by the way. It's just journals that I really love to use and workbooks that I really love to use in my daily life for my own self-care routine. All right, let's dive in. So I kind of just threw all my journals into one pile, so we're gonna go through it together. Number one, I have my legend planner. And the links for all these journals are going to be down below if I can find them. I think I should be able to find most of them. Some of them were just like random notebooks I picked up at a store, but most of these are online, probably on Amazon, so I'll put the links down in the description. But this is one of my favorite journals to use. It's called the Legend Planner, and it is a monthly and weekly goal creation journal, and it actually comes with a bunch of different stickers and almost like, I don't even know how to describe it, like a review, like monthly reviews. It does 3-month reviews, as well as long-term goals and life goals, which is really great if you want to see the big picture of something, or if you want to set like small goals to reach a bigger goal in the future. So as you can see in the beginning, and I didn't finish filling out everything on this page, but it asks you just general questions like, what brings me joy and good feelings in life? Or what would I do if money wasn't an issue? So just general basic questions to kind of get you thinking. And then when you move into the monthly planner, it actually has an entire open calendar. There we go, everything's falling out. It has an entire monthly calendar where you can write whatever you want inside of it. And it actually talks about your most important goals for the month, as well as things I will do to make this month great. And one of the things I really like about this journal, when it has to do with writing down things that will make this month great, is the fact that it makes you think about different things in different areas of your life. So it has health and fitness, friends and family, personal development, fun, recreation and hobbies, romance and relationships, and spiritual. So you can think about different things in those areas to make this month great, as well as just a general notes and to-do list too. And with this, if you turn the page, you can reflect, which is one of my favorite parts of this journal. I love this section. It basically gets you to reflect when the month is done, how you felt about the month, and 3 most important lessons that you learned this month based on your goals. And it even has a little tracker that you can color in or fill in with whatever you want. And you can visually see what area you're lacking in or which area was abundant this month. And then it encourages you to think about things that you can improve in for the next month, as well as like a little bullet page for ideas and notes, which is wonderful. So I really love just the monthly view because it really encourages you to see the bigger picture. And as far as the weekly goes, another reason why I like this is it does the basic, journal for the week. I don't know if you can see, but it also has this week's main goal, a work to-do list, a personal to-do list, and a habit tracker, all in one page. So you can really just keep them all there for you to see, all on one page, and it's just right in front of you, and you can check it off, which, as I mentioned in my last video, there's something so satisfying about just checking something off once you've done it. So it really keeps everything organized, which I love. As well as, just another mini bullet page, part of the page, this week's wins and how I'll improve next week. It's really it's wonderful how everything that I personally want to keep track of is just right in 2 pages or 2 pages for the month view. This is not a big journal, it's the size of my head. I don't know if you think I have a big head, but it's not a big journal at all. And so it's more like a pocket journal, and it comes with a little strap and even, you know, a little pen. So you're all set and ready to go. This is one of my favorite journals, and like I said, I'll link these down below if you want to go check it out. My next journal, journal number 2, is for diet and fitness. I recently discovered this journal. I've always been looking for a journal that can track diet and fitness in a way that I really like. Usually I use phone apps to track my diet and fitness goals, or my daily, you know, what I eat in a day or anything like that, or how much I exercise or what I do for exercise. But this is really wonderful because it's all in one place again. Very compact, not a big journal at all, and it's called Training for a Healthy Life, a daily food and fitness journal. And I just really love this so much. In the beginning, you can weigh yourself. Let's see, I want to show you guys. So it has your starting point and your goals and your measurements. So you can weigh yourself in the beginning. It gives a little sample day to help you out. And pretty much every day, it has a goal for today. And you can track your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks, your type of exercise, the amount, and any other additional notes, and your wellness. So you can write down how many hours you sleep, which I love keeping track of because sleep is just so important, and I like to make sure that I'm on track with 7 or 8 hours every night. And it can track how many bottles of water you drink or cups of water you drink. It can track your mood, and it says, I took care of myself by ... So you can fill that in, which is wonderful. I love how it's not just food and exercise. It kind of brings in other components to health as well. And at the end, it's a weekly check-in too. So you can re-measure yourself, re-weigh yourself if you'd like. You know, you don't have to based on, you know, how weighing yourself affects your mental health. But if you want to, it's there. And it just says, are you satisfied with how you did this week? And do you see room for improvement? So it's like a weekly check-in. It gets you to think about things and see if there's anything you can change, which, you know, we talked about a little bit in my other journal with getting back into a routine. It's important to see what works and what doesn't work so that you can reach your goals in the way that you want. So this is really wonderful. This is what I've been trying to use for my fitness and diet. It's a little bit tricky because I'm so used to using the apps, and the apps are so easy, but I really want to start writing in this more because I really like holding something and being able to flip through and easily see my progress. I decided to include this. Now, well, it's not that pretty, but this is my bullet journal. And I really want to get back to this. It's been a while, I'm going to be honest, since I've bullet journaled. I really want to try it again. It's such a creative way to keep track of things, so that's why I wanted to include it in this video. Mine says dream big and fear not, but I'll fix the broken sticker on there. But yeah, no, it's wonderful. I'll show you guys a little bit of how I did it if I can find a page. So, and some of these drawings I just looked up online and I wanted to kind of recreate them. So this is how I did the intro to May. It's backwards, but you can see that I just drew a little calendar with script lettering and some flowers. And in May, let's see what I did. Maybe I could do like a more in-depth look at what I'm writing in my journals, but for now, this is just to give you guys some ideas for how you want to journal. I'm big into like gratitude and like moon phases, so I wrote down some moon phases up here. And what did I write? I wrote 31 days and what I'm grateful for each day. And then a little quote at the bottom, which I said, don't forget to fall in love with yourself first. And then on the next page, I did mood, stress, and sleep tracker. So each day I kind of rated it. And at the end, you can see, you know, how through the month it varied. Looks like my stress was a little bit high that month, but my mood was pretty high too, so that's good. Yeah, my habit tracker, I filled in little boxes, so I put mini calendars for each habit, and I filled them in when I did them. So I really liked seeing, again, like an overall view. And that's pretty much what I did for my bullet journal. And here's June. I didn't finish filling it in, but I put little flowers with little grass, like little plants. And the quote was, whatever you decide to do, make sure it makes you happy. So again, I did little moon phases, habit tracker. Here's some tarot. And yeah. So this, bullet journals are a lot of work, I'm not going to lie. I would recommend bullet journals for someone who has, a lot of time to devote to coloring it in and making it creative. And it's really fun if you do have the time. I wouldn't recommend them for someone who needs just like a quick check off. That's when I would recommend some of these other ones. It really is fun and it gets you to kind of be creative, and that in itself I think is self-care. There's something about like creating your own little charts or your own habit trackers that kind of makes you more motivated to complete them. So, this is great if you are interested in doing that. Cool. All right, let's move on. So this was just a general notebook that I bought at some store. I just like the way it looked. I use this to just journal, whether it's in the morning or the nighttime, just my thoughts, like a diary. It's interesting because when you journal like that, when you're just writing as if it's a diary, sometimes you don't know what you're even gonna write. But then I'm telling you, like, even if I flip to, the pages are they're just full. Oh, okay, well, not those, I didn't finish those, but they're just full of notes and all these written, diary entries. So I think it's important to have a notebook that you can do that in, rather than keeping track of like habits or tasks or goals that you want to, achieve. This is more for just writing out your thoughts every night or every morning. Just spending 5 minutes just writing whatever comes to mind down. So this is really important. I would probably rank this pretty high in terms of self-care, just because it's quick, it's easy, you don't need to do much, and it's important to get your thoughts out on paper sometimes. So definitely recommend just getting a general journal, and that'll do the trick. So I put this in here. This is the Self-Love Workbook, a life-changing guide to boost self-esteem, recognize your worth, and find genuine happiness. So I put this in here because it's not really a journal, it's a workbook, but I think it's important also to have a book that you can really get your mind engaged, and with prompts and questions to target a specific area of your life. So I decided to choose one with self-love. So important to love yourself. And this one, it really goes into a bunch of different things. It's kind of a combination of text with questions, and you have to fill, obviously some stuff out. So it's engaging, and they have so many journals on Amazon or online that you can find, not just with self-love, but with whatever you're trying to work on, whether it's confidence or whatever it is, even diet and exercise or healthy or mindfulness, meditation. There's just so many different topics that you can look at, and you can even get spirituality books or religious books. I know they do like year-long spiritual practices or reflections, so that could also be included in here too, like just a workbook that every day you can maybe do a page or two that asks you questions to think about, or really gets your mind going in terms of a specific topic. Again, this might take a little bit more time, but if you just devote maybe 10 minutes to it, 15 minutes to it every day, you'll be flying through it, and you'll learn a lot in the process. And again, this is just a general journal that I bought in the store. Not journal, really, it's a notebook. And I just started filling this out, but I use this to budget. So I have this whole notebook just to write out my finances, and I really want to, again, start writing out my finances. I have a great budgeting app, but I like seeing it on paper too. So just another idea if you guys want to journal regarding finances, and having that opportunity to write it down in just, again, any old journal. It doesn't have to be a finance journal. It could just be, a bunch of paper. And finally, I have my biggest journal, it's actually really heavy. It's called and I don't know if I'm saying this right, the Yanshi journal. Yanshi journal. Oh, sorry, Yanshi planner, excuse me. And this I absolutely adore. Just like I love the Legend Planner, which is so funny because this is the smallest journal I have and this is the biggest. I love this one, and I also really love the Yanshi Planner. This is, well, first of all, it comes with a little letter called To Future Me. The packaging is just wonderful. It's sturdy, it's durable. The colors are just so nice. And this really goes into depth again about, excuse me, your goals. And, you know, it starts off with just a general calendar. And then you flip to part 1, which is health. So when you flip through the health, it gives you a little snippet on health. And it asks you to talk about, you know, your priorities, your steps to achieve your goals, your health and well-being appointments. And every month it has a calendar. So you can also fill that in, as well as your thoughts and feelings. And it has a little quote. So like the first wealth is health. And so within a week, I'll flip to an empty page actually. Within a week, I don't know if you can see that, but it, and this is a lot, everyone, so stay with me here. You can talk about how many minutes you spent cleaning or tidying up your home, sleep, water, what you ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, exercise, a reflection on health. And then on the second page, you can go more into depth about all of those things or celebrate any health wins. And then the next page, for the same week, you can talk about whether you chose to live in a beautiful state that day, 3 things you're grateful for, celebrate any wins, big or small, any negative thoughts, and how you're trading them or transforming them into positive ones, and an end of the day reflection, as well as another second page for any action plans or whether you were positive or negative this week. It's kind of just a whole page of rating your week and some reflections on it. And the next page, it says, My Secret: Thinking, Processing, Evolving, Planning, Dreaming, Journaling. Calculating, documenting, writing, doodling, drawing, artsy, creative space. So it gives you 2 whole pages to just draw or write or create anything that you'd like. And I love that. So that's pretty much it with the journal, but there's just so many little things hidden in here, little quotes, some space to draw or create whatever you want, for every single month. So I was so happy. When I ordered this, I didn't really know quite what to expect, but once I got it, I was so happy because this is exactly what I need. I need a journal that looks at a bunch of areas in my life, but specific areas in my life. So this journal and the Legend Planner are probably my favorite when it comes to looking at specific things like my sleep or my water intake or my reflections for the week, both weekly and monthly views. I need that in my life. So I really recommend this journal. And again, I'll put the link down below if you want to try it. All right, everyone. I think that's all the journals that I have to show you for today. How many journals was that even? That was 7 journals. Yeah. I don't know. Comment down below whether you think 7 journals is too much to have, because I do even have more, I think, somewhere, but we'll see. I definitely have more workbooks, that's for sure, but we won't go into that today. So thank you so much for joining me on my little journal tour. I hope that if any of these journals inspire you, that you can go check them out and use them in your daily life. But again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys later. Bye.